This is not a freaking drill. This is a time-sensitive video that I'm putting out today because I need as many people to be aware of this as possible, because if you want to be a part owner of this brand new DEX, Topaz DEX, that's dropping on BNB real soon, and you want to be part of an enormous airdrop, you need to know what I'm going to say in this video. You need to watch to the very end because I've got some seriously important stuff to tell you. I'm recording this today on the 21st of April, Tuesday. I'm putting it out today as well because it's time sensitive. You need to know this like ASAP. But first and foremost, you guys know the drill. If you're watching this, enjoying it, but haven't yet subscribed, please F5 that subscribe button. Leave me some love in the comments and rest assured I will love you a long time if you do. So let's get straight down to it. So Topaz DEX is going to be launching soon, but first there's going to be an airdrop. So how do you qualify for that airdrop, you are probably asking right now? Well, Topaz is a creation from Chef Aaron, the Gordon Ramsay of DeFi, who's also behind the Blue Protocol and DEPTH, both two incredible money printers. And you can see here the value is going up by the second. So if you're going to prepare, I would suggest, not financial advice, nothing on this channel is, but to get prepared soon, because anyone holding gBLUE, either on Abstract Chain or BNB Chain, and anyone holding a liquid DEPTH or has a DEPTH NFT, which we'll go over in a minute, is going to qualify for this airdrop. Now, as you can see, I've got all of my gBLUE on this account liquid at the moment because I want the maximum airdrop, of course. So you can always come over to the blue bnb.xyz and buy some gBLUE. And the reason I'm saying to prepare is that your allocation, if you're holding gBLUE, is going to be based on a $25 gBLUE, right? So at the moment you can buy that gBLUE for $17.94. It's up considerably since yesterday. You can see 18%. But anyone buying under $25 is still going to have an advantage because your allocation for the airdrop is going to be based on a $25 gBLUE. And DEPTH, the DEPTH token, if we come over here, which is currently 42 cent, almost 43 cent, is going to be based on a 60 cent DEPTH. So again, buying that right now is going to put you at an advantage. So if I just come back to the gBLUE site, you can see even as we're talking now, $18. So people are really catching on to this airdrop. And so basically, if you want to be a part of it, you have to get your either your liquid gBLUE, or you can have gBLUE in the LP on Aborean as well, if it's matched up with ETH. That also counts. So any gBLUE that you're holding, any DEPTH that you're holding, liquid, and your DEPTH NFT tier is going to be a big advantage as well. So at the moment I'm on Bathyal tier, as you can see here. That is going to get me probably a fairly good allocation because it's quite high up. But if you come in and if you want to update your tier, you're also going to do well out of that as well, because they're going to allocate fairly well considering your depth of your tier. So they are the tokens you need to have to qualify. But that isn't it. This is the important part, or one of the important parts, is if you want to qualify and you've got your tokens ready, you've got your gBLUE, either liquid or in the LP on Aborean, you've got your DEPTH token, either liquid, or you've got your DEPTH NFT as well. That as I said before, that qualifies. That isn't the end of it. You have to come over to the topazdex.com. This is the website where all the magic is going to be happening once it launches. It's testnet at the moment. So you can actually come over here and try out a little part of the website to get a feel of it. But in order to get your VE Topaz, which is going to be basically like a locked version of Topaz, which is going to give you voting rights, and you're going to be able to earn fees and bribes every single week. It's going to be like a weekly paycheck for people that are investing in the VE Topaz token. That's what the airdrop's going to be in. So you have to come to the airdrop tab here, and I'll show you. And you need to select set your destination wallet. Okay, you need to go in there. You need to click on that. I mean, I'm signed in with a wallet right now, but that's not enough. You have to come to the airdrop tab. Even once you've signed in and connected your wallet up here, you have to come down here and connect and set your destination wallet for your airdrop. So make sure that you set the destination wallet as the wallet that you're holding your tokens in, your gBLUE, your DEPTH NFT. Make sure you are connecting that wallet, because basically your airdrop is going to be allocated depending on your exposure, as we mentioned before. So just make sure you're selecting the right wallet, because you do not want to miss out on this airdrop. Now, it's going to be happening. The snapshot is going to be taken between April the 22nd and April the 24th. Now, you probably understand now why I'm putting this video out today on the 21st, because you guys need to know that right now. I don't know when it's going to happen between the April the 22nd and 24th. It's going to be a random time, obviously, because they don't want people, trying to game the system. But at some point, a snapshot is going to be taken. I am today going to be putting another probably $1,000 to $2,000 of fresh capital into gBLUE and DEPTH, maybe 50-50. I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be going into phone call from a Mexican number. I wonder if that's my parcel on its way from the UK, which I've been waiting for 12 weeks for. Thanks, Mexican customs. But you need to make sure that you are prepared before April the 22nd. I've got no idea what time it's going to be happening, but you can come over here, have a look, have a read through. They've got the docs up here as well. If we come to the docs, I'm going to give you an overview of how the DEX works. If you guys have used Aborean, you'll know kind of how this sort of works. So you have your locked tokens, and you get to vote on pools every single week, each epoch, and you're going to be able to earn bribes and fees from that. So it's a sustainable model, which is why I'm so interested in it. This is real yield stuff. It's not based on any kind of Ponzonomics. This is going to be a DEX on the BNB chain. There are all kinds of rumors going around about some big players wanting to be involved in this. I don't know. I can't. All I know is this has the potential to be freaking huge, and I am absolutely not going to be missing out on this at all. So if you want to read about the veTOPAZ lock mechanics, emissions, bribes, and how the fees work, come here and have a look. This video really is more about letting you know how to prepare, what you need to do. Now, also bear in mind, we've been talking about the airdrop here, but once everything is in place, you're going to be able to actually sacrifice gBLUE or DEPTH in order to get veTOPAZ. Now, that's an interesting one, because that's where the crazy potential gains can happen, because they're going to set veTOPAZ at a price. Now, I've heard prices like 0.5 cent and things like that. This could obviously see a huge increase in price. Again, not financial advice. This is potential here, but you can sacrifice your gBLUE tokens and DEPTH tokens depending on what sort of position that you want to have in the DEX. But I'm certainly going to be doing some sacrificing, and the team is going to use all of the sacrifice funds to buy up the gBLUE and DEPTH tokens until they hit the $25.60 prices. Okay, so you could be potentially getting into veTOPAZ at 0.5 cent, or I don't know what they're going to set it at 100%, but I've heard 0.5 cent. It could be 1 cent. But again, the potential to see that fly, 10, 20, 30 X is definitely possible. So I want my position to be substantial, or as substantial as I can warrant to put in. So that's going to increase my ownership of the DEX, you could say, and it's going to increase my voting potential. So even though we've been talking about the airdrop, you're going to be able to obviously get some nice veTOPAZ from that, but the crazy potential is going to probably come from the sacrificing of your tokens. So just to recap, you can come over and to the gBLUE site. You can buy gBLUE on either Abstract Chain or on BNB. It doesn't matter. Both are going to qualify for the airdrop. You can have it in the LP on Aborean as well with Ethereum if you'd rather just do that. You can buy DEPTH token, have it liquid. You can have the DEPTH NFT. The only NFT that's not going to qualify, to my knowledge, is the free one, which is understandable. You have to have a paid level NFT on DEPTH. The reason I'm not going onto the website too much is because for some reason I haven't got the fastest computer here in Mexico City. My super fast iMac is at home in the UK, so it seems to slow down my computer. I basically just need to get a new computer, but I'll do that at some point. But you need to have a DEPTH NFT paid tier. So basically anything other than the first free one. So that's how you prepare. Then you come to the Topaz DEX. You just link up your wallet on the airdrop here. You can have a look around on the testnet if you want to. Let's just open it up, see if that opens up for us. And you can have a little play around, see how it all works. But as I said before, if you've used Aborean, you're going to have an idea on how this works. You have your locked tokens, you can vote every single week, earn the fees and bribes, and you know the potential for it is freaking huge, because on BNB obviously the volume is eye-watering, face-melting volume. So if we can just catch a little tiny slice of that, there is going to be some incredible volume going through this DEX. And we have a great team, a proven team with Aaron and Nick and the team that are doing a fantastic job with both Blue Protocol and with DEPTH. This, for me, is an absolutely unmissable opportunity. So as I said before, guys, none of this is financial advice. This is all for information and entertainment purposes only, but I want you to be aware of what's happening. That's kind of the whole purpose of this channel, is just to keep everyone aware and show people what I'm personally doing. But you can come over here and sort of check it all out and set up your airdrop and just get ready basically for that VE locked Topaz, where you're going to be able to earn a weekly paycheck by just simply clicking a few buttons. And that's what we love about DeFi. Real yield, nice and simple, proven team, everything transparent. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I do encourage you to drop any comments or questions below, and I will do my absolute best to answer them. You can also get into the veTOPAZ Telegram group. The gBLUE Telegram group is great as well. There's so many helpful people in there, and Aaron's in there all the time. Nick's always in there every single day. I sometimes think both of them are AI, because they're just putting in so much work, answering questions, getting people prepared for this freaking amazing opportunity. So I hope you guys will have an absolutely amazing day, whatever you're doing. Stay bullish, stay topazing, and I'll see you all in the next video.